Welcome into Paul Catalina's Top 5, brought to you by Flag and Anthem. You've probably seen them on our social media lately. Please go to flagandanthem.com. They've got some great apparel, great shirts, great everything at Flag and Anthem. Keegan Bradley, he's sponsored by them. He's got some great line of fashion there. Christian McCaffrey, tons of great stuff. So thank you to Flag and Anthem. Click the link and use promo code 365sports for 20% off at checkout. Let's talk some Cowboys and George Pickens. Questions after the acquisition of George Pickens, which, look, the Cowboys can't do anything that's not yin and yang, right? So yin, let's say positive, hey, they got aggressive and went and filled the need with a player who's really talented. Negative, it's George Pickens, who has been immature, to say the least, at times. In fact, getting in a fight with former Cowboy Jordan Lewis in a game just last year. So let's dive into the things that they have to answer now that they've done that. And relatively for a Cowboys offseason, this has been a good one. But again, we'll wait and see. Number 5, cornerback depth. And I put a picture of Stephon Gilmore here. He's been in the facility. There has been talks of reunion with Stephon Gilmore and the Cowboys on a short-term deal. I think that's the best thing they can do right now because with the injuries to Trayvon Diggs and Siobhan Revell, their draft pick, both of whom should play this year, and Siobhan Revell should be good to go by the time the season starts, but they'll both start training camp on PUP. Not to mention that Kalen Carson, a cornerback draft pick from last year, who played well early on, but he is coming off injury as well. So really the only two for sure healthy cornerbacks the Cowboys have on their roster right now are Deron Bland, who's a star, and Kaiir Elam, who's a first-round bust from the Bills that they traded for in the offseason. So they don't have a whole lot of options at cornerback when it comes to experience. Getting Stephon Gilmore in there gives Trayvon Diggs more time to get healthy. It makes sure that Siobhan Revell is ready to go. Kalen Carson and the like. I think that's the deal they're going to make. Number 4, Dak's health. He is not all the way back from that hamstring injury that caused him to miss the majority of last season, but what kind of quarterback is he now? The mobility is pretty much not really a thing anymore unless you're talking about maybe getting some short first downs or scoring in the red zone. But it has been waning since the broken leg injury of 2020. So how healthy is Dak Prescott? Look, I think we all need to admit that Dak Prescott is not everything the Cowboys need him to be, or not everything that the fans want him to be. But he's still a good enough quarterback to win you division titles and probably a good enough quarterback to win you Super Bowls. Historically, quarterbacks with less accomplishments than Dak Prescott have won Super Bowls. Brad Johnson, Jeff Hostetler. I mean, I could go on. I mean, there's sometimes it's just about the team around him. The Cowboys have never really built a team around Dak Prescott that didn't have glaring holes at certain spots. And because of their lack of attention to those glaring holes, that's what the elite teams have exploited every single time. And it's always a different thing. Number 3, can you hang with the Eagles and Commanders? Or are they this person here that can't keep up? I'm not sure, even though the addition of George Pickens is an upgrade on offense, and if it works out, great. It's going to really help them open things up for CeeDee Lamb and Jake Ferguson and the running game with George Pickens there. Again, if it works, if Jonathan Mingo hits as the number 3 wide receiver, that's going to help things out. But does it matter when the Eagles and Commanders are already at least 1, if not 2 steps ahead of you? We'll see, and every season is different, but are they really there with the Eagles and Commanders? That's going to be tough. A 3rd place finish in the NFC East could still wind you up in the playoffs if you do it right, but are you really thinking about contending for the NFC East title realistically right now? Right now, I would say no. Number 2.
Protect your online privacy with Nord VPN. Browse securely, access content from anywhere, and keep your data safe with military-grade encryption. Whether at home or on the go, NordVPN ensures your digital freedom. Stay secure. Download NordVPN today at nordvpn.com. That's NORDVPN.com.
A starter at running back. I'm going to keep banging this drum. Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders are guys who the Cowboys have signed in the past, a lot like them, that wind up not making the roster after training camp. I would say Javonte Williams is running back 1 right now, and Jaden Blue is running back 2, and then we'll see after that. But if Javonte Williams is your true running back 1 and your true starter, you don't really want that. The last good year he had was 2021. He's cooked. Miles Sanders is likely cooked. So what do you do at running back number 1, especially since Jaden Blue's never played that role in his career at Texas? Is he your change of pace guy? Can you get some big plays out of him? Absolutely. But they still need to do something at running back that is going to make them better. Are they better than they were a year ago? I really don't know, but I like the potential of Jaden Blue and pretty much nothing else at that position right now. And number 1, Micah Parsons' contract. Every day you don't do it, it gets more expensive. Just get it done. This isn't hard. And if they extend George Pickens before they get Micah Parsons done, I'm going to lose my freaking mind. Just get Micah Parsons done. George Pickens, make him play it out. Do not extend him. Make him earn it in a contract year. They have messed this up, though, in the past, because if George Pickens has 2 good games in a row, they'll extend him and be like, we've done it. Don't. Make him earn it. And with Micah Parsons, dude's earned it. Make him the highest paid defensive player in the history of the NFL yesterday. Months ago. Should have done it. Years. You could have done it a year ago. You'd be sitting pretty. But no. You're smarter than everybody else. Stop pretending to be smarter than everybody else. Just get it done. That's going to do it for the top 5. Happy to be back. Dollywood is awesome. You should go there. Gatlinburg has a lot of moonshine. Smokey. Talk about some polls.